But you can look back through history and you get this, you suddenly realise that tax is power. If a king or a government or an emperor, whoever the leader is, as long as they control as soon as they lose their tax revenue, they lose their power. Taxation is power, it is control. And when you start to look at things through that, imagine if governments today don't have their tax revenue, pretty quickly the whole thing falls apart. And you then think every war in history was funded by some kind of tax. Every single war. You tax during the event, and then afterwards, the conquered territories would be plundered and then taxed. And often wars are funded through debt, but debt is just a taxation on the future. I regard debt as another form of taxation. Every revolution has been a rising up, a revolt against some kind of injustice perpetrated by the tax system. The most famous ones being the French Revolution, the American Civil War. No taxation without representation. Even the Russian Revolution.
The American Revolution, yeah.
No, that was the US American Revolution, but even the Russian Revolution was...
No, sorry, you said American Civil War, that's why.
Sorry, the American Revolution. Yeah. And, sorry, I always get those.
And the Russian Revolution. Tell me about that one.
Well, you're going to know more about it than I am.
Highly unlikely, mate.
Well, okay, but it was an overthrowing of serfdom. Yes. Effectively, and serfdom was, again, a system of taxing and rules. Serfs paid, they didn't necessarily pay cash, but their labour was owned and they paid their labour and their labour was taken by their lords and so on. And funnily enough, quite interesting, serfdom was overthrown in Western Europe, the feudal system was overthrown in Western Europe by the Black Death. Because it wiped everyone out, and suddenly there was a shortage of labour and serfs were able to demand their freedom and payment for their labour. And so even though, 2/3 of the population was wiped out, it gave serfdom the freedom. Black Death never hit Russia in the same way that it did Western Europe. And so the culture, the system remained, and it took, the Russian Revolution to get rid of it.
Well, there's a silver lining to the coronavirus.
Yeah.
If 2/3 of us are wiped out, the rest of us might have some better bargaining tools.
That is there is that argument, but it's not one I entirely agree with.